Hey, you're tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. How are you doing, Foodie Gang? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Season 3, episode 47. So we are just chugging right along. And if you missed any episodes, be sure to go back and check them out. I do have on the merch today, 907 goodies. So shop the store. The link is going to be in the video description. And Kelly, hi, how are you doing? Okay, so I know we have been having a lot of turkey. Y'all know the holidays are coming. So we're having another turkey dinner. So we are going to be having lemon, butter, garlic, turkey tenderloins. And these are some new seasonings that I got and I really, really like them. So, oh, and then Kelly, I remember you telling me about your new job. Well, congratulations. And the holidays is the perfect time. So, we're making lemon, butter, garlic, turkey, tenderloins. They're in the oven. They're almost ready. I know you guys see this water right here boiling. These are going to be our mashed potatoes. And I have made mashed potatoes on this channel before, but we are doing it again. And then we have our gravy that I showed you guys how to make the other day right back here. And the recipe is up. I showed you guys how to make a basic gravy. And if you want to add seasonings to it, feel free. You can make it taste however you would like. So we got a gravy back here. And then in that live stream where I made the gravy, I also made a cornbread stuffing. And let me know if y'all remember this. Shout out to the people that are in here. But go ahead, hit the like button. Get us going strong in the algorithm. The other day we made cornbread stuffing. So I have a little bit of that. And I wanted to make a vegetable also to go with this dish. I had some spinach in the fridge that I need to use up. So we're gonna do sauteed spinach, cornbread stuffing, mashed potatoes, homemade gravy, and then we have our lemon, butter, garlic, turkey tenderloin. So we's going down, y'all. So hit the like button, join the channel, and become a member so that you can receive exclusive perks. Yes, so we got a lot going on here. We got a lot going on. And it's late night here, so shout out to everybody for tapping in. Thank you guys so much. And I'm going to turn my gravy down. My gravy was already made. I am just reheating it. And I got my potatoes going. When you are making homemade mashed potatoes, you want to start your potatoes in cold water. So you cut your potatoes up, rinse them off really, really good. You want to start it in cold water, then bring that water to a boil. I do not remember the reason, but I just know in culinary school that was one of the things that they really, really stressed. And we got Indonesia in the building. Let me know where all of you guys are watching from, Foodie Gang. And Society said, is this for Thanksgiving? Yes and no. This is not the meal that I'm going to be eating on Thanksgiving, but because it is Thanksgiving season, I want to give you guys as many recipes, not only for Thanksgiving, but for the holidays. Because a lot of times, the food that we make for Christmas is kind of similar. So I wanted to make sure that I'm giving you guys plenty of recipes. And the other day, we made cornbread stuffing and homemade gravy. And there were some turkey tenderloins that were on sale at the store. So I grabbed those and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and make it. So, another turkey dinner. I've made turkey about a couple of times on my channel. So my potatoes are still kind of hard. Um, I realized that I had the pan on or the pot on too low. Wait, y'all, like I said, it's been a long day. It's been late. I'm gonna keep my gravy covered, and I'm just gonna put that on low and let that just, heat up, simmer, and all that stuff. And then I have my turkey tenderloins in the oven. When they come out, I am not going to cut them right away. I'm going to allow them to rest. And while they are resting, I'm going to make the mashed potatoes and the sauteed spinach. So, but what did everybody eat today, Foodie Gang? What did y'all eat today? So, and I did go live earlier today. I had the Foodie Gang food panel here, and we had a great time. So y'all make sure y'all go and check it out. And you have to get this seasoning. I have a couple of seasonings from this particular brand, and I really, really like them. No complaints. Let me just look at. It's gonna be good, y'all. It's gonna be good. Okay. So when we are making our mashed potatoes, one of the things that I like to do for my mashed potatoes is I will heat up my milk and my butter so that the mashed potatoes mash and break down better. And I remember when I was working in the kitchen, y'all. Ooh, Society said homemade Alfredo. That sounds really good. What did you put inside of your Alfredo? And what did everybody else eat? It's okay. So I made pancakes this morning. I had some chicken nuggets for lunch, and then here we are. Here we are. So we got these going right here. Let me check these real quick. I might have to turn this pan down or this pot down because it is just bubbling. And homemade mashed potatoes are super easy to make. I know that they have the instant mashed potatoes. Do you guys like the instant mashed potatoes? And let me just. Move some things around here, Foodie Gang. Ooh, Society says shrimp. You know what? I made some Alfredo sauce. No, I made some Cajun Alfredo pasta the other day. And it was really, really tasty. Okay, so I just pulled my tenderloins out of the oven. What I'm going to do is I'm going to base it. So I'm going to take some of the liquid and pour it back over the top of the turkey tenderloin just to get it nice and then I'm going to show you guys a close-up look. Don't even worry. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the counter, put my foil on top of it, and this is pretty much done and ready to go. And super, super hot. Okay. Go. I put a whole lot of seasoning on there, and then that is parsley, and then my Kinder's lemon, butter, garlic seasoning on top. And these are turkey tenderloins, so it's going to be a good one. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to put these off to the side and put the foil on top and just let it rest because they are done and they are ready. I'm just going to let that rest while I work on finishing up my sides. So we got that foil. I'm gonna put that on top and just. And Society said, I'd love to keep watching, but it's like 1:30 for me, so stay safe. Good night. Thank you so much for sliding on by. Have a good rest. And I'll see you in the next one. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so that when I do go live, you get notified. And I'm going live randomly. Every Wednesday, I'm dropping pre-recorded content. I like to go live. What I've found works the best is kind of going live in the morning and the nighttime because it's like you get the night crew and then you get the day crew. So different, different crowds. So here we go. Let me turn y'all a little bit over here. Okay. And then we got our cornbread stuffing. We're gonna just toss this in the microwave, let it get nice and toasty. And when you cook, I always say use a timer. So let me walk you guys through some of the ingredients for our mashed potatoes. We're gonna keep this kind of simple. So we have our butter here. We have our basil. Let me just do this. We got our basil. And like I said, we got our butter. And we also have milk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my butter and my milk in the microwave so that they can be warm when I mix them with the potatoes. So here's my whole milk and here's my butter. So we got basil, salt. We got our salt right here. I got my black pepper right here. And then I have some garlic. So it's going to be nice and tasty, y'all. We finna eat. Y'all ready? And I'm going to stir my gravy just to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom. And I showed you guys how to make homemade gravy. You can get it from the store if you would like in the little pack. But once you know how to make it from scratch, it is so easy to make. So I'm just going to heat up my butter and my milk. Okay, I got the butter warm and melted, ready to go. And I'm just going to take my milk. And the reason why you want your butter and your milk to be warm is because it breaks down better. And trust me, you will just get a better product. And then when my potatoes come out, or when they're done cooking and they're soft, I do have a strainer that I'm going to put in the sink. And then I'm going to pour my potatoes into the strainer in the sink. Want to be safe, y'all. You want to be safe. You don't want to be safe, y'all. And then I do have a potato masher. Okay, so that is my milk. And then also what you can do if you don't have a microwave, you can get a pot and you can heat your milk and your butter on the stove and you can add your seasonings to the milk and the butter mixture. But y'all, I was like, I already got a lot going on. We're gonna just put it in the microwave and be done with it. Okay, so we're waiting on our potatoes. Like I said, I had the pot on the wrong setting because they would already be done, Foodie Gang. They would already be done, but they're getting soft. They're breaking apart. I left the skin on my potatoes because I don't mind, but I know some people do not like skin, the skin on their mashed potatoes. Feel free to peel them. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we got everything ready to go. We are kind of just waiting, and let me know if y'all can see me okay. See if I need some more light. But how's everybody's day been so far? My day has been pretty busy, I would say. It was busy. Been up for a minute. Okay, so here we go. Just mixing this around. And we're making another turkey dinner. I got my turkey tenderloins over here resting. I have my homemade gravy on the stove. We're waiting on our potatoes. We're going to make mashed potatoes. We are also going to saute some spinach just because I have this spinach in the fridge that I need to use up. What I like to do, instead of letting my vegetables go bad, I will try to create a dish so that I can utilize my vegetables. Because let's be real here, food is expensive. So I'm gonna have my pan back here and I'm gonna put it on low heat back here so it can at least be, start heating up. And then I got a whole bunch of spinach. But keep in mind, when you make spinach, a lot of it cooks down. And so that is why I have so much spinach. Like I said, I had spinach in the fridge that was going bad. And so I want to utilize all my food. Because if you are wasting a lot of food, you have vegetables going bad, that is a lot of money that you are wasting. So, and you know what? I was thinking, if I cook all this spinach and have some spinach left over, I can do a lot of things with the leftover spinach cooked. So here we go. Okay, while we're waiting on our potatoes to kind of finish up, we are gonna start working on the spinach. And if you guys have been watching 907 Good Eats, then you know how I feel about the sauce bottle. The sauce bottle of oil by the stove. In case you need it, you just need a little bit of oil. You can grab the sauce bottle and oil your pan. Okay, we got the turkey tenderloins over here looking so good. Yes, y'all. So last time we made turkey legs. We made turkey legs, and we're making the turkey tenderloins today. They were on sale when I went to the store, and I was like, oh, perfect. How did they know? So before I put any of the spinach in there, I do want to make sure that my pot is pretty hot. Pretty hot. And my potatoes are looking like they are pretty soft. For me, when I make my mashed potatoes, I want my potatoes to be really soft though, because I want to make sure that they mash properly. I don't have any issues or anything like that. And before I, just hop right over and drain these, I am going to let these cool down a bit just because they're super hot. And I'm going to move this pan to the front. And we're going to get this one heated up for our spinach. And then we're gonna kind of let the water kind of cool down a little bit because this, y'all seen it. Y'all seen it boiling. It is really, really hot right now. So we're gonna wait a second. And shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button. Get us going strong in the algorithm. We have our pan on for our spinach. And then we have our homemade gravy right here that we made the other day. So we got our gravy right there. And then we got our turkey tenderloins back here. It's still pretty hot. I got the foil over there letting us kind of cool down a little bit before we slice it. And we're going to pour some gravy on top of it. And we got our mashed potatoes. Well, they're not mashed potatoes yet because we haven't mashed them. But we got our potatoes right here. Just letting those kind of cool down a little bit before we, start straining them. Then we got spinach right here. And this spinach, I'm just going to put salt and pepper in there. We're going to kind of keep this, keep it simple. And like I said, when you make sauteed spinach, it is going to cook down a lot. So just be prepared for that. And before I add more spinach into the pan, I like it to kind of like cook down a little bit. Yes, Kathy from Texas said, is that olive oil on the bottom of the spinach pan? Yes, I am so sorry. The oil that I am using today, it is olive oil. Olive oil, but you can use any type of oil that you would like. I know some people use like avocado oil. There's a couple of different kinds, but I am using olive oil. That is the type of oil that I'm using. But yeah, I really like all the avocado oil. You can use avocado oil, canola oil. It's totally up to you. But keep in mind the type of oil that you use will put a certain type of flavor on your food. So just be mindful of that. And like I said, we got a whole lot of spinach. I wanted to use it up before it goes bad. So I have my sea salt I'm going to put on there. And then I have some black pepper. And Kathy from Texas said thank you. Yes, and if at any point in time while I'm cooking, if you guys have any questions, Foodie Gang, I don't want you to ever feel like it's a silly question. Go ahead and ask it. And I'm going to put a little bit of lemon pepper in here. And you know how they always say in school, no question is a bad question. But yes, if you have any questions while I'm cooking or anything that I've missed, go ahead and ask me, y'all. I know y'all need all the details. And then, what I like to do is I like to give you guys the recipes. So the recipes will be up by tomorrow. They will be up. So don't feel like you have to memorize every single ingredient that I'm using, because I will put the recipes up there. And like I said, the spinach cooks down so much. It's like kind of crazy. There you have it. We got our sauteed spinach all done. We're going to take it off the stove, put a lid on top. I have a lid somewhere. Okay, so that is done. And then we're going to come back over to our mashed potatoes. And I'm going to strain these mashed potatoes off. They've kind of cooled down a bit. When you're pouring the water, you don't want it to be super, super hot. You kind of want to let it cool down a little bit. Now, if you're not scared, then you don't got to worry about it. Okay. Okay, and then I have brought the potatoes back in the pot. And we are just going to get to mashing and mixing. I'm going to put my hot butter in there. I'm going to put half of my warmed up milk in there. And then I have my potato masher right here. We are just going to get to mashing. And I got my seasoning blend over here. The reason I said half the milk, because you know, before you put like all of your ingredients in there, you kind of want to see what it's looking like. Just want to see, want to make sure, yeah, your potatoes are not like too runny or anything like that. Y'all see it? So that's the potatoes, and then we're gonna add a little bit of seasoning. We got our black pepper that we're gonna put in there. Sea salt. We have our basil, and then we have some garlic just to give it that kick. You know, I really, really enjoy garlic, especially if you've been watching the channel. You already know how I feel about garlic. Okay, what I want to do, I'm going to stir it around a little bit, make sure everything's mixed well, make sure there's no like potatoes that are like sticking to the side. And then another thing that you want to be doing is tasting things. You want to see what it tastes like. And if I always say this, if you are tasting food and you're serving guests, you don't want to use the same spoon. You want to change it out. It ain't that serious. I'm going to put a little bit more milk in here. Ooh, almost got my shirt, y'all. Almost got my shirt. Ooh, it's smelling really good. I can definitely smell the garlic. I can smell the basil. Do you guys get excited when you're about to eat? I know I be getting excited. Okay, I'm just going to come back through with my masher and make sure that there's no lumps in here. And this is my potato masher right here. And like I said, if you have a stand mixer, you can mix your potatoes with that. I know when we worked in the kitchen, we would use the mixer that the bakery uses, and it would be like a huge mixer that would sit on the floor, and we would have to mash up so many potatoes. Oh my goodness. You know, what we used to put in our potatoes, we would put like cheese sometimes. I even had my mashed potatoes with sour cream. That way is really good too. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more salt in there. Yes, but they would put sour cream in the mashed potatoes and they'd be so good. Put cheese in there. bacon. This is so good. Sorry about the noise, foodie gang. Okay. All right. So we got that in there. We got our mashed potatoes. I think those are pretty much done. So, show y'all mashed potatoes right here. I'm gonna take our cornbread stuffing and pop that in the microwave just so it can get nice and toasty. Then we're gonna cut our turkey tenderloin and see what it's hitting for. And this is a lemon butter garlic. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure it's not still hot. And I always like to put a napkin under my cutting board just so that the cutting board doesn't move. This is still kind of warm, but I got hot hands. There we go, y'all. So we're gonna get right down to business. We got our plate right here. Let's get down to it. Let's get down to it. Okay, put a little bit of mashed potatoes on there first. And Kathy said, looks good. Who taught you how to cook? You know what? My whole family cooks. We always cooked. Like, that was our thing. And when I was 19 years old, I did go to culinary school. And so, you know, I honestly just grew up cooking. We always cooked on the for the holidays. I would always help my mom out in the kitchen. Like, that was like our thing, for me to help her out in the kitchen. I would peel the collard greens, or not peel, clean the collard greens. So that means like pick them off in the stove, in the sink, and then make sure they're like washed off and clean. I would peel the potatoes, and I would like I would peel the potatoes for the potato salad. So I just always cooked. We always cooked. Yeah, we always cooked in our family. Like, that was like our thing. And we just loved it. So we all cooked all the time. And in 2021, I made these burrito tacos. I reposted it in 2023 and they went viral. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should start doing this for real. Start cooking. So here I am, foodie gang. Here I am. Cooking for real for y'all, foodie gang. And then we got our lemon butter garlic turkey tenderloin, and I am just slicing this up all nice and pretty for y'all. Let's see, let's get this on here. But we ain't done though, Foodie Gang. We ain't done. We not done. We gotta get the cornbread stuffing. Let me rinse my hand off. And then we haven't even put the gravy on top. Clean this up a little bit. Get this up out of the way. This cornbread stuffing is so good. This is a instead of doing like traditional stuffing, try the cornbread stuffing. It is really delicious. And on that video, I have the recipe for y'all, Foodie Gang. So let me move this a little bit closer. Here we go. I'm telling you, when I have Thanksgiving though, my plate be having so much food on it when I be having Thanksgiving. So this is a nice little cute little plate. Cause normally at Thanksgiving my plate is piled high with everything. With everything. Okay. We're gonna put our gravy on there. Can y'all see it, Foodie Gang? Can y'all see it? When you have a sauce, before you pour it on, you just want to give it a stir. There we go. Another turkey dinner. So, we have mashed potatoes, sauteed spinach, cornbread stuffing over here, and then we have a turkey tenderloin over here. And the seasoning on the turkey tenderloin is going to be a lemon, butter garlic, and it just... Kathy said, well done. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the channel. Become a member. Turn the notification bell on when you do subscribe. Because I'm going live at various times. And then Wednesday at 9 a.m. I'm dropping pre-recorded content. And then if you are someone who is on Facebook, I do have a Facebook food group of over 2,000 members, Chef Big Bank Foodie Gang fan page. And also I got the 907 Goodies shirt on. Shop the store, get your merch, and all the links for everything I just mentioned are in the video description. Okay, I got some time, Foodie Gang, so we're gonna sit down at the table. I'm gonna do a live taste test for you guys. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to see how it tastes. I'm going to let y'all know the real. I'm going to let y'all know everything, Foodie Gang. Okay, here we go. The lid back on all this stuff. You go to somebody's house, they serve you this. What's going on? Are you eating it or not? Okay, let me get y'all set up at the table. Okay, here we go. And Max said, wait, what time is it for you, girl? I'm in Alaska, which is why my YouTube channel is called 907 Good Eats. 907 is the area code for Alaska. And for here, it is 10 o'clock at night. It's pretty late, but I have some food left over in the fridge that I wanted to make for you. What time is it where you guys are watching from? What time is it? Okay. But it's never too late to cook. There we go. Let me make sure. Let me see if I can get my light brighter. Hold on, y'all. Food again. Hold on. Okay, let's see. There we go. There we go. I feel like it was sitting in the dark. Max said it is 1:17 for me. You must be on the East Coast. It sounds like East Coast time. Go. What do y'all think I should try first? What do y'all think I should try first? Okay. This looks okay. Okay. So, I want to see. Look how juicy that is. Y'all see the juice on there? There's a little bit of gravy on there. Mmm. Mmm. Mm. It's so tender. I know a lot of people may have dry turkey for Thanksgiving. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a live stream and I'm gonna go over the secret to juicy turkey, because this turkey was like almost felt like it was melting my mouth. It was so tender. And Max said I'm Central Time. Yes, sounds like it. And I did go live earlier today, but I was like, I'm gonna try to get another live in. So here we are, y'all. It's a late one. I had a couple of errands, and I had the Foodie Gang food panel here earlier. But you know what? Turkey don't have to be dry, and it shouldn't be dry, to be honest. So now I'm gonna try my mashed potatoes. The turkey is so tender, man. Okay. And I already know this is good because I had some the other day when I made it. Cornbread stuffing, super good. Mm-mm. You know, one of the things I want to make on this channel with you guys is collard greens. Normally for Thanksgiving, I have collard greens, but I had some spinach in the fridge that I wanted to use up. So, I got some spinach. But normally, I would have collard greens. And, you know, I was thinking about it today. Um, I've been making collard greens for 15 years and don't have a recipe because I'm doing it all by muscle memory. And Max said, I just got up. I got to go to work at 4 a.m. today because we have to get finished welding the metal beams for the new buildings. That sounds like a really important job. So you're a welder? Oh, I'll be too scared to do that job. I gotta stay in the kitchen. So I'm gonna try this spinach and see what it's capable of. Mmm, that's tasty. The spinach is really good for you. There's this it's like every time I eat food, I always have a memory associated with the food that I'm eating. So let me tell you about the memory that just came into my mind. And Kelly said that looks so good. Thank you, Kelly, and shout out to all you guys for being here. I know this is a late night stream, but this is for my night crew. It's for my night crew. We got mashed potatoes here. We got cornbread stuffing, our homemade gravy, turkey tenderloins, and sauteed spinach. So when I lived in Oregon, there was this bagel shop that I used to go to, and they would make their bagels with sauteed spinach on there. And I think they would put like garlic in the sauteed spinach. And I would get turkey on it and cheddar. So good. And then they were a coffee shop. So you can get like a really good coffee. And you can get a really great breakfast bagel sandwich. And there would also be an egg. So sauteed spinach, egg, turkey, and cheddar. I think I made a bagel sandwich before, but I think like we need to make another one now. Now I've not talked about it. And Max said, yes, I can also do underwater welding. It's really dangerous job to do underwater. What would you need to weld underwater? I never really thought about that. Like welding underwater? Wow, that is, gonna have to watch a video on that because I'm like, how is that possible? Like, wow, I never even heard of such a thing. And Foodie Gang, this is why I love when y'all come because I learn so much. And yes, it all seems random, but the more you learn, the better off you are in life. And I want you guys to know that I am cutting my turkey with a butter knife. That is how tender and how juicy this turkey is that it can cut with a butter knife. And honestly, I don't even need the butter knife, but I'm trying to, you know, uphold an image here. I can't be just getting down on my plate looking kind of cray cray. And Kelly said, hold on, I think I missed. Okay, so let me go back up. Max said, but it pays well. 35 to 50 an hour. It just depends on how many years or months you've been doing it. Wow. And Kelly said when a commercial ship has holes in it, then is when you will need to do welding underwater. That's what I've heard from people. Wow. But so when you do underwater, you gotta have like scuba gear on. You see, I just feel like a shark coming to get me. I cannot do it. Wow, G Honda, what is going on, y'all? See, this is why we want live at night, so I can get my night crew tap in, hit the like button. And G Honda said, "What are you feasting on? You know, a little something." A little late night snack. Mm-mm-mm. What I got here is another turkey dinner. Okay. My cornbread stuffing, homemade gravy, mashed potatoes, sauteed spinach, and a lemon butter garlic turkey tenderloin. And I got a little bit of gravy on top of my tenderloin. And y'all, when I say that this turkey is so tender, so juicy. And I thought I overcooked it, but I didn't. No, Gianna, I'm not. I'm just joking. No, it is that's like 10:30 here. And Kelly said, I mean, Gianna said that is not a late night snack. That's a meal. Woo! And Kelly said, what kind of TV shows and movies have you been interested in lately? Let me be real with y'all. I don't even watch TV. You know why? YouTube is the new cable. I watch other YouTubers. I watch G Honda. I watch Dr. Frizzle. I watch No Captivity with Freezy. I watch Lead Attorney. I watch Anton Daniels. You know, I like to get my news or like to hear what I'm saying or like from the source. And I watch a lot of YouTube. And I don't know if you guys are in the same boat as me. Um I have not cable in years. Honestly, in my opinion. And I watched Auntie's Advice. I was watching Auntie's Advice earlier. Great YouTube show. And I watched a little bit of everything on YouTube. I'm talking like, I watch like the law tubers. I'll watch a little bit of the news. I'll even watch some of the drama from the manosphere. Am I saying it right, Gianda? They gonna come get me. I watch a little bit of everything. And when you watch YouTube, hit the like button, leave a comment. We as content creators, we really do read the comments. And it's really important to get this going strong in the algorithm. Um, Max said it's a good meal as well. You can cook for me. Okay, y'all. So I can cook for y'all, foodie gang. But yeah, here we go, y'all. And so I have a lot of leftovers. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna box this up and I'm gonna give some to my family members because I have a lot of food right now, which I'm really happy about. Y'all know food's expensive, but your girl caught the sales, and so I got a lot of food. So I gotta give this food away so I can make more food. If that makes sense. And G Honda said, what did you season your spinach with? I'm sorry, it was scrolling fast. Salt, pepper, and I put lemon pepper in here. And as well, food again, I'm gonna update all the recipes into the video description probably tomorrow because it's kind of late. But I'm gonna put all the recipes in there. So yes, I just kept it simple, G Honda. Salt, pepper, lemon pepper, and it is so good. Um, I know a lot of people put garlic in their sauteed spinach, and that's a really good ingredient that you can add as well as garlic. And Kelly said, can you do a seafood boil live? Okay, Kelly. Okay, Kelly said, I'm trying to get to the seafood boil. You know, I used to always do those. Excuse me, y'all. I still got a little bit of a sore throat. I used to always do seafood boils with my sister. But you know, the price of food has gone up. I have not had a seafood boil in a long time. Kelly, that might have to be, you know, kind of in the future when we get things going good. But during season 2 of this show, of my live show, Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank, I did do a lot of seafood. I have not done a seafood boil live yet. Um, I don't think that's gonna be on the menu for a while. But taking notes. But you guys know what I got today? Somebody gave me oxtails. And I know y'all like, what are oxtails? What's the big deal? What's wrong with the oxtails? Why is that a big deal? If you know about the oxtails, you know about the oxtails. Oxtails used to be super, super cheap. And then I think they started serving them in the White House or something. Because oxtails are super expensive. And so I kind of just wrote it off. I was like, I'm not going to eat them again for a long time. But my sister gave me a pack of oxtails. And I was so honored. I was like, thank you so much. So I am excited for the menu and the cooking that we're going to do. Okay. So let me walk you guys through the menu for this week. But let me read this comment first. Max said, today we are just doing GMA gas metal arc welding. So we can get the beans done. Then Tuesday we are doing underwater welding for a business ship, have holes on the bottom of the ships. So when the ships get holes in the bottom of them, do they have everyone like, like evacuate the boat? Or are they still able to like use the boat in some capacity? And ooh, Kelly, sushi's hard. I've only made sushi one time before, and I don't. I'm Chef Big Bank. That is true. But sushi is a specialty. I do not feel comfortable yet in my sushi making abilities to do it live. I'm gonna have to practice some more. I'm gonna have to practice. But what I can do for y'all, what I want to do is that the other day we made an appetizer for the first time. I know the foodie gang has been asking for appetizers. So I got some mushrooms today and I want to do stuffed mushrooms for the appetizers. I want to do pizza. I want to have a pizza night at 907 Good Eats. And I'm going to make a couple different pizzas that I have in mind. So, I'm excited about that. And Max said, they export the people. Oh, okay. They export the people off the ship. Then we start welding. Then when we are done, they can start using the ship again. Wow. So, Max, let me ask you this. If you feel comfortable, you can answer. But how old are you? And what are the ages of the crew members that normally do the underwater welding? Like, do you see a lot of young people? Do you see like a lot of older people? Like, like what does it look like? I can't imagine going to work. Well, you know what? When I went to culinary school, I was like, this is so weird that I'm going to a kitchen for my classroom. But I can't imagine going underwater to go to work. But I guess you get used to it. Mm-mm-mm. So, this spinach right here, y'all, so good. Mm-mm. Oh, man. I'm telling you, sauteed spinach is good, but wait till I show you how to make collard greens. And this cornbread stuff, I'm telling y'all, if you are tired of like the traditional stuffing, when you get that feeling like you are always eating the same thing over and over again, you want to try something different, this cornbread stuffing is where it's at. It's really good. And Kelly, you have asked me that a couple of times about the ramen. Um, that's one of those ones where I haven't done ramen in a long. I haven't made ramen in a long time. I would want to make that off camera first to kind of make sure, you know what I'm saying. And then it's like there's certain bowls that you need for ramen, because it has a lot of liquid. So you get like the really tall bowl. So I would have to like get the right bowls, get the noodles. What are some ingredients that you would like inside of your ramen, Kelly? Mm-mm-mm. It's just like I gotta close my eyes and not eat. Okay, let me tell you what I'm tasting. When I take a bite of the cornbread stuffing, I'm getting like the sweetness and I'm getting the savoriness from the chicken stock, the celery, the onion, and the sage. And then you get that hint of sweetness. And the texture isn't like too mushy. It's just right. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. Okay, so Kelly said I want pork and seafood. And what else do you want in your ramen? Don't they put like basil, bean sprouts? You know what? You know why I don't feel comfortable? Because I haven't had ramen in a long time now that I'm thinking about it. I've only had it when I worked in the kitchen at Intel. The ramen was popular. Like we used to have a whole ramen station, but I have not had ramen in a minute, and I haven't made it in a long time. Kelly, you said we. I want the words. She said I want sea or she or he. I don't remember. They said ramen, seafood boil. You know. Oh, Max said, "Well, I'm 18 years old. I can see like around 45 coworkers working on one shift at a time. The ages of my coworkers are around 18 to 50 years old. Wow. Wow. I have never met anyone. I've met welders before. Okay. Oh, Kelly, I remember you were saying that you were starting your job um at the hospital. Okay, Kelly. Now it's coming back to me. I'd be scared to say like he or she because you never know. You never know. And I never want to offend anybody, but Kelly's a young woman. And I remember you were saying you were starting at the hospital on Monday, correct? And you know what? Like these days, people will have a name like Dan, right? Dan will be their name. So you think that they're like, you just automatically assume it's a man. And it could be a woman. So it's like, I just be scared. And Kelly said yes. Okay, so Kelly, what are you going to do at the hospital? What are you going to do at the hospital? I'm trying to think. I did not work in a hospital setting, but I am a CMA, a certified medical assistant, and I worked for a dermatologist. So it was more of like a specialty. I wasn't necessarily in the hospital, but I've known the medical field in Alaska is pretty big. Like there's a lot of people that I know that work in hospitals. Kelly said, I will be making food for the patients and serving them. Aww. You know what? One time I was going to get hired at this hospital to work in the cafeteria. And I don't know how the hiring process was for you, but this process for me to get hired, for my background check, my fingerprints, for all that to come back, it took so long that I kid you not, they called me 6 months later. And I just could not believe that it took that long. 6 months? It might have even been longer than that. But I was just like, wow, like honestly, I don't even want to work at your place anymore because I know y'all got hiring issues. I know y'all got staffing issues. Mm-mm. Well, that's really good, Kelly, and I'm glad that you were able to find a job. Because I remember you telling me about it a while ago. You were like, I think you had an interview, right? Max said yes. Let me grab my water. Hold on, y'all. Max said, "Yeah, I have a coworker named Tam, and he or she was working with me for the day. I didn't know what to say. Laugh out loud. And you know what? Some people would get kind of like offended, but it's like I'm not even trying to be offensive. Like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you be like, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I really don't know. And then if you ask somebody, do you want to be called he or she? That ain't that's not that nice either. So and I Kelly, okay, now I remember you were telling me you have to interview. Um how has the hiring process been for you? Because I feel like you told me about the interview a while ago. But yes, y'all, these like um pronouns are tricky because you don't want to offend anybody. But sometimes it's like we're not trying to be rude, we're trying to, and then so it's just a very touchy subject. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so foodie gang. I want to make stuffed mushroom. Okay, so I forgot to mention. I forgot. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. I do think that I'm going to do a Veterans Day special. And one of the things I want to talk about is like, you know how veterans get like deals across America and they get free food and all that? I kind of want to talk about that, whole experience because I know somebody who is a veteran and they were saying that they felt like the free meals were being given to any and everybody and not just veterans anymore. So I want to talk about that, and I also want to, you know, uh, show our appreciation for the veterans. And okay, Kelly said it took a while, but it was worth it. Okay, I'm glad you said that because when I tried to get a job in the hospital, it took a long time. And Max said I didn't want to be rude, but turns out his pronouns were he, him, his. And then that's another thing. It's like I got to remember all these different pronouns for all these different people. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got that much memory to give y'all. But Kelly said, "What time is it there?" It is 10:44. I think when we started this, it was like 9:40 ish. Like I said, I had the homemade gravy that I made the other day. I had the cornbread stuffing already in the fridge, and I had the turkey tenderloin that I got from the store. And I just wanted to make this with y'all. I wanted to show you guys another way to make turkey, and because like we see a lot of like the same foods, and that's okay, but if you can change it up, why not? And so here we go, y'all. And I'm gonna post all the recipes down below, do not worry, in the video description. And Max said Tam is a pretty cool guy on the field of welding. I always want to work with that guy. He has lots of stories to pass the time while welding. So, Do you guys like talk underwater, or do you mean like when you're above ground and you're welding? But you know what? I did not realize this until I became a YouTuber, and I've only been here for about a year. I did not realize like how many stories I had. Because like I'll be eating something, like say the spinach, right? I was eating the spinach and I came up with a whole story. And it's like every time I eat, I get like flashbacks to like a memory associated with that food, which is one of the things I really love about food. I love that when you eat food, if the food is good, you get a memory. And so I think that that's cool. But I didn't realize how many stories I had until I became a YouTuber. And I'll be looking at my content and I'll be like, dang, I talk a lot. I'm like, man, I be talking all type of stories. And Max said, when we are above water. Okay, I'm about to say, how y'all talking on the water? But see, Max, I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm glad that we have these live streams where I can really tap in with the foodie gang. Because you like, there is no way to know everything about life. There's just not. Like you're not gonna know everything. I didn't really think about underwater welding. I never knew anyone who did that. So I like talking to people that like have different stories and information to share. I like learning about random stuff. Mm-mm. This turkey is just so tender. Okay, y'all. So, I am most likely going to do the Veterans Day special tomorrow. I will post that video a couple of hours before I go live. I wanted to have it set up tonight, but that didn't happen. So, Veterans Day special, most likely going to happen. We're going to do stuffed mushrooms. We're going to do pizza. And I believe it was Arnell. I believe it was. He wants me to cook honey barbecue chicken wings. Aww. Honey barbecue chicken wings, which is doable because I do have chicken wings in the freezer. And I have been making chicken wings. I did buffalo, lemon pepper, garlic parmesan. So we have just been doing wings in season 3. So we got to add that onto the menu. Kelly said, your hair looks really pretty. Thank you so much. I wanted to... so I have dreads, y'all. I have dreads. I wanted to retwist my dreads. That did not work out, and I did not have time this weekend. So I washed it, and these are called Bantu knots. So you take the dread, and you like pretty much just twist it around itself. And then when I take these down, my hair will be curly. But I didn't have time to twist my hair to retwist it. So I just did Bantu knots. And my daughter had a gymnastics competition. And she did amazing. She got second place all around. In every event for gymnastics, she was on the podium. I was like, she did amazing. Oh my goodness. Amazing. And she also has her own YouTube channel, Ava's Playtime, on YouTube. We are documenting her whole journey with competitive gymnastics. And this is only our second competition, but it has gone so well. She already has 2 medals and a whole bunch of ribbons. And she's going to get a lot of medals. She's very, very serious about this. Very determined. Check out her YouTube channel. And Max said, I had this one coworker that left welding to become a song artist. He's actually doing pretty good as an artist on Spotify. Well, that's really good because the music business seems really stressful and really competitive. Um and this is all my opinion, but it kind of seems like it's really easy to get mixed in with the wrong crowd. So hopefully he continues to do good and all that stuff. So yes, food gang, that is what is gonna be on the menu for this week. I also have this video that I'm working on editing. You know what, y'all? I have a lot going on, but I have this video. I made crock pot Mexican shredded chicken, and I made a video. I'm working on editing it. Hopefully, it'll come out this Wednesday. Yeah, yeah. And Kelly said, "Do you have a link to your daughter's YouTube channel?" I do not have a link, but in the video description, in all of my video descriptions, Ava's playtime is tagged in the description. So if you go to the video description and you click on Ava's playtime, it'll take you directly to her channel. And you know what? Ava's playtime is actually my first channel. So I started her channel. So she was like, "Mom, I want to be a YouTuber. Mom, I want to be a YouTuber." Her friends made Ava's Playtime. They gave me all like the software, the programs to use. And then I just started making videos. Um, about a year and a half ago, I just started making videos. I really love it. A couple of my videos for her channel went viral, and I was like, you know what? I guess I'm a content creator now. And then I was bored, and I was like, you know what? I should do this cooking thing. Y'all, this cooking thing has been a long time coming for me. When I was younger, I knew I wanted to be a chef. Something happened along the road, and I feel like I don't want to be a chef anymore. And then I went to culinary school, and after culinary school, I was like, I'm done with this. And here I am. So I was like, you know what? I just need to accept that cooking is my the thing that I love to do, but I needed to find a way to do it that made me happy, which is 907 Giddy talking to the foodie gang and cooking what I want to cook. You know, I can make my own menu. I can, talk to y'all and see what the foodie gang wants to eat. I work for myself. I'm literally in my kitchen right now. I'm literally at my dining room table. And it's like my bed right there. You know what I'm saying? The couch is right there. So is the TV. My baby's in the room. She'll come in and say hi sometimes. We've even made cookies together. So like I can bring her with me to where I'm going. And then when I'm not doing this, I'm working on Ava's Playtime. And we get along. So, you know what? And I was like, I just don't like working in the kitchen. I don't like being told what to do. I need to make my own rules, make my own work schedule. I can pull up when I want to pull up, make what I want to make. I'm like, this is it right here. So, foodie gang, I'm going to be here forever. I'm going to be here forever. So, y'all go ahead and get used to it. And thank you so much, Kelly. Kelly said, "Thank you for telling me that I just subscribed to your daughter's YouTube channel." Yes. In all of my video descriptions, that channel is tagged in my descriptions. But you know what? The fact that I started making children's content for my daughter's channel, and that we are now here at 907 Goodies, and we are doing really, really great. I don't know if we're doing that great where we can do seafood boils yet, Kelly, but we are doing really great. And seafood boils I'm telling y'all, when I get the type of money I want to have, we are gonna be doing seafood boils all the time. Okay, I love me some seafood boil with that Alaska king crab. Do y'all know about Alaska king crab? Let me know. Have y'all ever had Alaska king crab? It is a difference. And man, so on the shorts category on my page, I did not post a recipe, but there is a seafood boil that I was doing with my sister, and it was like the Banks family cookout, and we love, my whole family cooks. Everybody know how to cook. So we did a seafood boil. We had shrimp teriyaki skewers. We had lobster. But then inflation happened. Inflation happened. But hopefully things will turn around. You know, y'all know what's going on out here in these streets and these politics. I ain't even gonna talk about it, but you already know what it is. So hopefully things turn around. And then Kelly said, "Can you make dumplings live?" You know what, Kelly? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I've ever made dumplings before. Aw, thank you so much, Max. Thank you so much. I don't know if I've ever had dumplings. Kelly, what about wontons? What about wontons? What about, ooh, do y'all like pad thai? Do y'all like pad thai? But I don't know if I've ever made dumplings before. I gotta look that up. Dumplings are the ones. Okay, there are two type of dumplings, right? There's chicken and dumplings like that, and then there's the Asian style dumplings, correct? Mmm. Helby said, "What about chicken and dumplings?" Okay, that's something that I could definitely look into and try to put that on the menu because I do have a lot of chicken and I do want to do more soups. We did like a beef stew, a beef and vegetable stew. Um, I know that you guys have been asking for broccoli cheddar soup. So chicken and dumplings on a cold day, so hot and warm. And no, I have not. Okay, let me rephrase that. Max said, "Have you made tamales before?" Okay, I have helped. I was never like the ringleader. You know what I'm saying? Like I helped. Years ago, I used to volunteer. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I need to volunteer one day again. But honestly, y'all, I be so busy. I don't even like volunteering, but sometimes I do the live streaming at my church. But even with that, I don't even like volunteering because something might happen. I might be tired. So I've helped. So when I used to volunteer, we would do like a tamale sale to like a tamale fundraiser to raise money. And so we would all have like our jobs. So I've helped, but I've never made them all the way by myself. So I've never made tamales before. So with items like that I haven't done before, I like to do those not on live first. And if I do it on live, I will put in the title that I'm trying this for the first time. I've done that a couple of times. I know the other day, well, was just like a month ago. I made air fryer cod for the first time. So if I do it for the first time, I'll put it in the title so that we're all aware. Like, hey, this may or may not work. But tamales, I kind of look, cause I know they like steam it, and they get like what is it? They get what is that beige stuff, like the corn husk, and they make some kind of like dough. And you know what? I don't know why I never thought to make tamales myself. I always like when I lived in Oregon, they would always have somebody selling tamales. Um, I Mexican food was really popular when I was in Oregon, but you be out somewhere, right? And you see somebody in the corner, they're like, tamales over here, right? And they're like, do you want tamales? Y'all, them people is hustlers. So, but I never thought to make them myself. Um, I don't dislike tamales, but I was never like, this is so good, I'm gonna make this myself. I don't know. But one of the things about tamales I've heard people do a lot is they'll freeze them. They'll freeze them, and then they'll just like reheat them when it's time to eat it. So y'all asking for the high stuff. What about the chicken wings? What about the sandwiches? What about that stuff? But Foodie Gang. Okay. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. I'm gonna work on that live and see what time we're gonna do it at. I am not sure, but I will let you guys know. I will post it. I will set the video up if I do it before I do it. So subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell. And Max said, yes, you have to steam it with the corn husk, so you roll up the tamales with corn husk. Yeah, I remember that. And then they would have like, I don't know what it's called. Is it called steam tables? It's like those little steam things that you can like stack. I don't know what they're called. But y'all, I be kind of like, I don't even like doing stuff like that. Because I'm like, I know y'all are so technical about it. Yep. Wow, Max, you sound like a really busy person. It sounds like you have your head on straight. I think that's very good, especially, at your age. Y'all stay in school, go to work, mind your business, be on your best behavior. The things you do today will affect tomorrow. You want to be putting out positive energy into the atmosphere. And if you don't want to, then this message is not for you. If you want to wild out and live a wild life, then this ain't for you. I'm talking to the people who want to live a comfortable life, who want, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are already on it. And, Kelly said, can you make a Nashville hot chicken sandwich live? I'm trying to remember. Don't they have like, don't they do like a certain, I would have to look that up, but I think that is possible. Cause like, don't they like bread the chicken and it's like really, really flaky? And don't they put pickles on it? Or I'm gonna have to look that up, but I think that is something that we can do. I have some buns. I have a lot of chicken, y'all. I have a lot of chicken. Some beef as well. Got some turkey. Got some oxtails. I got a little bit of some. But I'm gonna have to look up what ingredients are on the Nashville hot chicken sandwich, because I want to make sure that if I'm calling something a certain name, then it has to be correct. Like, I want to make sure that y'all in America, they can't stand us. And Aaron said, I do half days of school for only 4 hours. Well, you know what? That's great because sometimes school can be a bit overwhelming. So I have never gone to like a 4 year college. The colleges I went to more like career colleges. Like I did go to culinary school, and I also got my certificate to be a CMA, certified medical assistant. So I have a little bit of a little bit going on. Now, am I going to a university? Am I going to like a 4 year college? You know, that's a big commitment and also a pretty hefty price tag. And I also want to say this, you guys. If you are going to school, try to get as many grants and as many scholarships as you can. When I went to culinary school, I got loans, right? The loans sound okay when you're in school, but after that, they're not good. So I learned from my experience, and when I went to get my certificate, my CMA, I found a program that completely covered the cost of school. And not only did they cover the cost of my schooling, they also paid for my child care. Because at the time, my daughter was 3 going on 4. So we were able to both go back to school and my tuition and all my fees were covered. So if you can, try to find grants or scholarships to help you with, your education. There's so many programs out there, you just never know. And Max said, I help people get out of problems like fights and other stuff like that. I'm a kind person with lots of friends and have good grades. And I have a nice Ford F-150. You know what? I think, in my opinion, it's easier to be a nice person than it is to be a mean person. But you know what? People gonna do what they want to do. But I believe in karma. I really do. And Kelly said, "Do you like getting holiday themed nails?" So I believe it was like 2021, 2022. My nails were always done. I love getting my nails done. But now I'm like, I haven't really had a good experience with the nail shops, but I do like getting my nails done. I do. And I would do like themes for the holidays for Christmas. I would get like red or green. I would even get like snowmen or snowflakes. But now I'm like, I don't got time for that. And I had some really bad nail experiences. So that kind of changed the game right there too. But, Foodie Gang, we have chopped it up for almost 2 hours. I really enjoy talking to you guys, and I really enjoy these live streams where it's like I sit down, I read the comments, and we just chop it up and get to know each other. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell, and you know what? Keep that stove on. Send a super chat, super thanks. You can hit the Zelle, and my email is posted down below. Leave a comment after this video ends and let me know if you like turkey or not. Let's get the conversation started. Do you like turkey? Why or why not? But I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for everyone that came through. Shout out to the moderators for keeping the chat going. This channel would not be possible without the moderators. And I also do have a Facebook food group. I just love food, you guys. So join me on my fan page, my food group, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and join me. Let's talk about food. I want to see your pictures of food. I want to see what you're cooking at home and all that stuff. Well, Max, you sound like a good person, and thank you so much for coming through, Max. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Kelly, and good luck on your job. Hopefully after you work for the first day, come back and tell us how it was, and keep us updated. Keep us updated, and I will see you guys in the next one. I am your host, and this is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night or morning, depending on where you are watching from.